So here's a 1997 Polo Harlekin, and here is a VR5. It's a 20 valve AQN 2.3 instead of a Mark IV Golf, I believe. And eventually that'll be going in there, hopefully. Or eventually, it's gonna happen, hopefully. But yeah, I won this Polo on Bring a Trailer sort of accidentally. I was sort of kind of seriously bidding, and I put in my last bid. I said, okay, this is my final amount, not a penny more. I was fully expecting to get outbid, but then I watched the auction timer count down, it hit 0, and I was like, holy shit, I won this car. And I mean, I couldn't say no. This is one of my dream cars. Unfortunately, the transmission was leaking, and I drove this car 16 hours from North Carolina up to Connecticut. I noticed a bit too late. It was like 1 a.m. when I really noticed what was happening. And the bearings were ran dry, and now they sound super scary, so I need a new transmission for it. I'm trying to source an 085 gearbox, and my one lead is Jamie Orr, because he has a Polo Harlekin that he 1.8T swapped, so I assume, I hope that he has an extra 085 transmission laying around. If not, I need to buy a rebuild kit and do that myself. But I'm sort of holding out and hoping I can get into contact with Jamie. But it's impossible to get a hold of him because he's super busy and doing shit in Europe all the time. But onto the VR5. Yeah, kind of very lucky because I happen to know a guy. We're in the same car club, and he's also a friend of a friend, and that's actually how I learned that he had a VR5. That friend told me that he had one. He bought one from One Love Auto in Philadelphia. They were parting out some imported Mark IV Golf, and he was going to put this engine in his Mark I Jetta. Didn't really get around to it. And I'd been seeing videos of VR5 swapped Polo 6Ns, and I really loved the idea of it. And of course, when an opportunity like this presents itself, you know, a Euro-only engine, pretty rare, all the stuff needed for a swap, because I have an O2J transmission, I have all the other accessories, I have a intake manifold, exhaust manifold, I have the ECU harness, everything needed for a swap pretty much. And all that just an hour away from me, you know, that's one of the barriers of doing a swap like this. This car was never offered here. This engine was never offered here. And now I have both. And I bit the bullet. Here it is. So no turning back, I guess. Not really, but this is certainly a motivator, you know, having this rare engine over here so that I can actually start working on it. It's a little crusty. I mean, you know, look at these coil packs. And here where the intake manifold mounts up, exhaust manifold. Obviously, I'm going to be cleaning it up. I'm going to be rebuilding it. I have an engine hoist and an engine stand coming tomorrow. Then I'll be able to tear it down, see what it really needs. But this engine allegedly ran, and the guy I bought it from said it turns over by hand, so shouldn't be anything catastrophic going on inside, which is good. And has about 150k miles, I think. Might email One Love Auto to confirm that. Not that it really matters, because if I'm rebuilding it anyways, I don't know if I'll do a full rebuild or just, you know, rod bearings, timing chain, whatever. But because this is going to be a first engine rebuild for me, first engine swap, the first a lot of things. I mean, this project is pretty big, and I'm kind of over my head, but I don't know. I'll take it step by step, hopefully not get overwhelmed. I mean, this will be really fun in and of itself, being able to work on an engine on a stand out in the open, tearing it down. That's something I've always wanted to do. So even if this doesn't end up in there, I'll be happy that, you know, I've been able to tear down this unique engine, rebuild it. But obviously the end goal is to get this in there. And the crazy thing is, according to my research, that is like the largest engine you can fit in a Polo 6N, because the bay is not that big. Because even a 1.8T, it's a little longer than the VR5, so you have to trim the frame rail and the subframe to fit it in there. But the VR5, according to this guy on Facebook, fits without any trimming. And it feels a little sacrilegious to start cutting up a harlekin. But yeah, that one guy on Facebook is this German guy who has a VR5 turbo build in his Polo 6N. Super sick. I believe his Facebook page is just Polo 6N VR5 Ghost Turbo. But he's been giving me a lot of info on the swap regarding, how he was able to get the transmissions to mate up, because O2J is hydraulic, this cable, what axles you need to fit, all that stuff. Because I saw videos of VR5 swaps and Polo 6Ns before, but they're all like 10-year-old videos of some Polish dude, and people are asking questions in the comments and he's not replying to anyone. So I'm really grateful that this one guy in Germany is actually responding to me, giving me a lot of info. He's kind of my lifeline on this, but I've gotten a lot of info from him. But yeah, it's a really good match, because, Euro only unique Volkswagen creation, another Euro only unique Volkswagen creation, and allegedly this fits perfectly in there without any trimming. 5-cylinder exhaust note plus the VR warble. I mean, I don't know. Hopefully you guys can understand why that idea got stuck in my head, but it is, and now it's one step closer to being a reality. So hopefully I remember to document a lot of what I'm doing here. I decided to start early, just to hopefully make it a habit, just because, I'm documenting this, if not for other people, then also for myself, because this is a really big project. This is a special car, obviously, one of my dream cars. This is a very unique engine. It's going to be a unique swap. It's probably going to be the first Polo Harlequin in the world with a VR5. Even if it's not, it's definitely going to be the first in the US. It's going to be one of the few Polo Harlequins in the US, one of the few cars with a VR5 in the US, and that's one of the driving factors. But obviously, just I don't know. I want to do this for myself as well. But yeah, just thought I'd make this quick little introductory video, get things started. As I said, hopefully make it a habit, because I want to document this, even if it's just for myself, just to document the progress I made on this, or I will be making on this, because this is a really big project, something I'm really excited about. So hopefully that'll also just keep me motivated. But yeah, we'll see where this takes me.